let me put you on to some of the most underrated fast food dipping sauces, featuring a few bonus ones. Starting at my favorite place, Taco Bell. If you have not tried their breakfast salsa, you're not living your best life. This is a picante-like salsa, and it's amazing on their breakfast lineup, like their crunch wraps, their burritos, but it's also good on everything they have. It's got a small kick, very small. It's kind of sweet. You know how some salsas can get. And it is a tad chunkier than their other hot sauces. I'm such a fan. Now, in my opinion, Chick-fil-A has the best honey mustard. It's tangy, like so strong. I could see why some kids might not like it because it's on the verge of being a hot mustard. It's definitely giving spicy mustard. It goes super well with their chicken, their fries. I've even put it on their mac and cheese. But it also just goes great on anything that you would be making at home. Yes, I'm one of those people that hoard sauces. Amazing with sweet potato fries. And next up is Arbys Bronco berry sauce. This reminds me of the sauce or like the glaze that you make for those grape jelly and ketchup meatballs in the crock pot. You know the ones. This is like a sweet and sour sauce, but with more jam vibes. It's sweet, it's tangy, just perfect for all of their sandwiches and sides. Okay, I know I just said that Chick-fil-A has the best honey mustard, but Culver's honey mustard is right up there with it, if not just a tiny notch below. It's not as tangy as Chick-fil-A's, it's got more of that honey base to it. I don't know what seasonings are in this thing. It is so well balanced and good. Sticky, sweet, and slightly tangy. It's just perfect. Well, I guess technically one tiny notch below perfect. Moving on to McDonald's Hot Mustard. I like to call this the adult version of honey mustard because it's not as savory as mustard, but it's not as sweet as honey mustard. It's like a mustard-heavy honey mustard. Take a shot of water every time I say the word mustard. This is great with their nuggets and fries, but I also put this on their cheeseburgers. Now we need to talk about Jimmy John's Kickin' Ranch. I tried this not too long ago. I admit it took me a second to try it because I was like, ranch on a sandwich? I'm also just not a huge ranch fan in general, so there's that. But this is a must try. It's got a little kick, it's kind of tangy, but not in a sour way. I'm thinking it's probably because they use cherry peppers. It's like a nice sandwich spread that just pairs so well with meat, cheese, and toppings. Next up is KFC sauce. This apparently has ketchup, mustard, mayo, vinegar, and seasonings. It's kind of like a fry sauce, but with more tanginess and smokiness. So an elevated fry sauce, if you will. Pairs super well with fried chicken, which is good because we're at KFC, and all of their other offerings as well. Another mustard, what a shock. Panda Express's hot mustard is so worth trying. I stayed away from it for a long time because typically hot mustard in packets like this can be super bitter and just really bad. But this one is like as close as you're going to get to the hot mustard that they serve you at restaurants. Trust me, squeeze some of this on top of your cup of sweet and sour before dipping. Game changer. Now it's time for some honorable mentions. First is Raising Cane's honey mustard. Now, it's not the best honey mustard out there, but I don't think a lot of people know this even exists. So I thought I'd mention it in case you want something different from their cane sauce. And then, Wendys Creamy Sriracha. My favorite thing to do was put this on a double stack and then pair that with fries and a vanilla frosty. Absolutely the best order. But they discontinued this sauce and I'm still so upset. So what fast food sauce do you think is the most underrated?